surgió una idea.
Reunir a un grupo de personas excepcionales para ver si podíamos convertirnos en algo más.
Y cuando nos necesitaran, poder librar las batallas
que ellos jamás podrían.
I was really curious to see how Doctor Strange and Iron Man were going to...
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
me too.
because they have two big personalities.
Yeah, they're narcissistic egotists. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, but
not just the beards, but like all of it.
Yeah, and in the screen, I thought it was marvelous. I can't wait to see more about them.
Good.
But I want to know.
It's a nice journey they go on in the film. Actually.
Yeah,
it's great.
And I want to know if you had a character that you were curious to see how it was going to
Well, I hate to be
interact.
boring, but it was Iron Man. I was very interested in knowing how those two would kind of meet. I mean, in the comics, Strange is pretty unreconstructed. In our film version in the MCU, we've kind of gone the way that in the origin story we've exercised a lot of his adolescent, sexist, narcissistic, egotistical, selfish behaviour and moved him into a position where he's standing in a window with the one remnant of a normal life that's lost with a normal, wonderful, caring, loving woman in this broken watch, and that time has fixed and stopped. And it was the moment of the car crash, and that's him holding on in a way to what he used to be, but also acknowledging he can never go back to that, and he's going to use his powers not to heal himself, but for the good of others. And that, the burden and responsibility that comes with great power, all that sort of, superhero shtick, that's where we've got to. And I think he evolves in this. He's still, he's sharp as a whip and ready with a one-liner. One of which, the best of which, I think that I saw last night anyway, was an improvised one for me. So very happy about that. But the point is, he's a good match for Iron Man. But I think at the end of the day, Iron Man will always be the funny guy, because there comes a point where Strange has to be the grown-up in the room. One of them has to give in and go, look, come on, can we just get on with this? But we'll see how that develops in the film. Yeah, it was great fun, and our DJ's he's a king, and so gentlemanly and generous. Great example of a leading man, actually. Really, really good.
Yeah, he's got like the whole universe in his shoulders and on time.
Yeah, but he wears it so cool that you wouldn't know it. He's a human being and an honest one at that. He's lived many lives, and just he's trusting and sharing, and all you could wish. Actually, he's really, really good company.
I don't know if you heard that Martin Freeman, like a few weeks ago, said that sometimes it gets difficult to enjoy some kind of projects because of fans' expectations.
Yeah, I heard he said that.
Do you agree with him? And because Marvel fans are also pretty intense.
Yeah,
let's just say.
Not really, but then again, I probably don't engage with it as much as he seems to. It doesn't sort of affect me in the same way. I think it's about maintaining the integrity of the project, and that's your responsibility, whether it's actor, writers or directors. It's not to be blamed on fans' expectations. And I think the choices I make in my career, and he's made in his, and most of us try and do if we have that luxury, is to shake it up and be different and confound expectations in many cases. So yeah, I know what he means about the possessive nature of it. That being the sole cause, or like one of the major, it would be way down on my list if something's not working to blame a fan. These things are driven by fans, and there's a great generosity, and when it goes both ways, it works very well. We're not the boss of them, they're not the boss of us. We're doing our thing, and we hope they follow. That's how I always view it, and I've certainly got a lot of loyal fans from this and Sherlock, and some overlap obviously, but I've loved those Comic-Con events, and I've loved that. There was a fan event last night which was just glorious. It was just a celebration of these kids and adults as well who are just really tied into this from the comics as kids, or just from the MCU, the cinematic version, and that's a really generous thing to be part of, and I kind of like that. I don't go around wearing my costume and high-fiving people every day. I put it all away. It's work, it's something I do when I'm working, but I'm very appreciative of it.